Hey guys, Other Steve here again, and it's time to reveal the Cast and Crew Expansion 2. So this is the direct sequel to the original Cast and Crew expansion, which was featuring our Kickstarter backers from the original run that was based off of. So this is to the original director's cut, as this is to our latest release, Cannibal Pygmies and the Jungle of Doom director's cut, and it is full of all of our Kickstarter backers' ideas, as well as a whole bunch of cards that were in the original Cannibal Pygmies that we just could not fit into the director's cut because there just wasn't room, or a feature pack didn't quite work out. So they ended up in here, and there's a lot of fun ones. But before I crack into that, I also want to show you guys these. These are the promo cards if you had supported the campaign on Kickstarter and you ended up in here at any level. You get one of these guys. Well, actually, I should say both of these guys. These are the unserialized versions. If you did support the campaign, yours will have your backer number and your name on it as well. And of course, we have the Antiquities Poacher, which is in beautiful silver screen foil. And she's the main character on the box, as you can see. And then, of course, we have the Golden Idol, which is, of course, the Golden Treasure, which is a fun one because on your turn you may force another player to discard a random card from their hand. It's fun to play with. It's not so fun to play against, but these two are thank you for all the folk who have helped us out with this so far. This is, if you count this is now our 5th published edition, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, let's take a look at it. We have Grave Robber from Outer Space Director's Cut. We have the Cast and Crew expansion. We have Bleeding in the New Year. Then we have Cannibal Pygmies in the Jungle of Doom. And then we finally have Cast and Crew expansion 2. So let's take a look at what's inside this. So over here we have the front of the box. There's all the art from all the different cards. Some art on the sides as well. The top, the bottom. Oh, open the other end. Thanks for reminding me. And the classic B-movie card game, Grave Robbers from Outer Space, is now set for vine-swinging action with Cannibal Pygmies in the Jungle of Doom, Director's Cut. Because these hapless victims, generous folk, made it happen. So let's open this on up. Let's pop out these cards, and let's take a peek. First thing we got, of course, is we've got the series card, the little art card that comes with it, and that has the Antiquities Poacher and the Golden Idol. And that is the same that comes in the Director's Cut. And then we have this broken up into 2 sections. We have all of our backer cards. These are the ones that our backers came up with, that we worked with them, we made art for, we made mechanics for. And then these are the ones that didn't make the cut because we couldn't fit them in elsewhere. So let's check out what our backers came up with first. We've got Agent Keter, who gets a bonus for every time that they survive. We have the Sweetest Girl, who is able to thwart enemy attacks. We have an alpaca, which is kind of like the camel, but hey, I'm an alpaca again, wait. We have the Palacio del Inca Hotel, which allows you to check in characters. We have a crystal skull, because of course, if you're going to be doing things in South America, you got to have a crystal skull. We have the native glow up, which is basically the production value that adds native to it, but you probably recognize her face. This is kind of like an Easter egg. She is the missionary. But it's like, how do I look? I can't see very well without my glasses. You? Wow. We have the Action Librarian, again, in the lore. Actually, if you probably saw in the Most Dangerous board game, you saw one of the cards with her and with somebody who looked younger. That was actually the bookish girl with no boyfriend. She grows up to be the Action Librarian, and you can play her on top of the bookish girl with no boyfriend at any time, and she has a lot massive bonuses compared to her. We have Who, which allows you to force him to become the victim. There's maybe a small Easter egg in there somewhere, too. We have the Special Effects Artist. Hold still, if I actually slit your throat, it'd be practically unintentional. We have the Backdrop Studio, which is also from, if you probably recognize those 2 characters, those are from You Heard It Too. We'll fix it in post. This is all post. It basically can become any other location in play. Manos Hand of Fate, which allows you to mess around with different cards. The Unscrupulous Lawyer, which allows you to use 3 popcorn and tip it to stop a special effect. Concerning your DMCA claim, I refer you to the response of Arkell versus Prestrom. And the Union Rep. Even zombies deserve overtime. And this allows you to bank extra points at the end of the game for how many characters you have in your movie. So these were all of the awesome ideas that our backers had. And these can fit in pretty much any game as little meta cards here and there. Over here, we've got some fun things going on, because these are the ones that we couldn't fit anywhere else, but we just couldn't leave them out. It would just be a travesty. So we've got the determined aristocrat gal, who is able to basically bank popcorn. We have the well-meaning scientist, who adds, if he's at a scientific location, he gets extra bonuses. We have the token exotic woman, who gains defense for every non-native character in the same movie. Make a distraction, which knocks out all tipped characters, which is a really useful one. A barrel of monkeys, which is instead of claiming a victim, you may force that movie's director to discard their hand, so chaos. The dude sure looks like plant food to me with a man-eating plant. We have the cold fish who comes around, who is also in the original. We have the witch doctor, he's basically the native or supernatural mad scientist. Bananas, because we have this new type called food. There are props coming forth where it's called food. Where you have it, you discard from play, and you can draw an extra card. And, of course, it can stop an ape or gorilla or monkey attack. So, yeah, you can use that against the barrel of monkeys, and it should work. You have the pipe. We came up with this during Gross Takes, but we weren't able to fit it in, but it makes you smarter. That's smart. The alien spaceship. The musical score, which allows you to draw 3 cards and everybody else draws 1. This is just the music swelling up. Jungle vines. And now we have 2 that are kind of cool. We have Take a Hostage and Escape Attempt. These are mechanics we're probably going to be using later on. Take a Hostage basically allows you to grab a character from another movie and attach it to a location. And they're there until somebody makes a successful duel or brawl against that location, and then you can free the hostage. And of course, there's Escape Attempt, which rescues a hostage. So we're probably going to be seeing these cards become more cards using the same mechanics in a later set. We have the Native Chief's Daughter, which is also from the original set. The Native Chieftain, same deal. The Rich Fish Out of Water. Lovey, how many suitcases full of money? Should we take on this 3-hour tour? And the Rich Fish, he has basically a bank of cards. We have the Sarcophagus. We have Chtl, the volcano god. Yes, I had to practice pronouncing that. And you can kill 1 character from any movie if the character sacrificed is female. You draw 2 cards. You have Customs Trouble, which you knock out all treasures in 1 movie. And then, of course, Second Wind. It's not the years, it's the mileage, which basically allows you to return a character from your graveyard and play them into your movie knocked out. So these are very useful. Like you can see, we don't really have any feature packs that they can fit in well, or like the Determined Aristocrat Gal could fit in like the Naked Bungle or into the King Solomon's Safari. But there just wasn't room for them. But they're all in the same flavor. So that's that. That are these guys. These are really, really useful, and they complement pretty much anything. You can use these to play in any other Grave Robbers game. Unfortunately, you can't play with this on its own. You need at least one of the main sets. So, that is the Cast and Crew Expansion 2. And I hope that you find it as enjoyable as it was publishing it. Until next time, keep watching the skies.